beginning of the end. Here we go. Alright, let us hop in to Dopamine's
The
Assistant.
Dax spread.
Okay.
Wait, is the Draco's here or what? Right, the fuck. What the heck? Good luck, bread. Says Monster Apple.
Oh, we have the admin bias.
Admin bias. Where's the gold?
Dude, Dax's head is like turned the other way.
Where the heck is the gold?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, well, red. That's weird.
Wow. They have a Skybridge going.
Yep. Okay, I'm on the right side.
Left the middle. Left the middle.
They're at the middle, yep, they are. Don't
Oh, wow.
focus. They didn't get armor, guys. Try not to just die, guys.
Yeah, that was.
Char, don't stand on the bridge.
I know.
There's 3 of them in the middle right now. Where are you guys?
On way with armor.
The Helmet King and Alto Tower.
Yeah, they are, and they're making a
I
skybridge
shot
too.
him off.
I shot the skybridger, got him. Where are you guys at?
On way.
Jade, you drank it, right?
Yeah, drink it. I was like out half hot.
Yeah, should I make the pit first?
Do the back
I'm
pit,
I'm
bread.
taking the pits.
Do the back pit, bread.
Before I do the wall.
No, do the wall first.
Shoot Skybridge. It's getting foul.
Yep.
No,
I'm on
I mean it's only on their side. We can't do much else. We need to push up and get this mid part, guys. Where is everyone that's meant to be with me?
We're all here, I think.
We need to get across. Jade, what are you doing?
I don't know. Up from his.
Good job.
Is this on their side?
Kill him, get him, we'll do whatever.
Try to.
We should push
Kills,
Corpus
good
and
kills
Jade and
if you're on the
Thoughtful.
side.
Thoughtful, come to mid.
You
middle,
ready?
Thoughtful. Yeah, we should do this. Go.
Okay,
go,
3,
go,
2, 1,
go.
go. Oh my god.
Where are you guys? Why is like everyone here?
Grab armor, get back there,
I'm dead.
and then hold up.
What happened to Corpus and Thoughtful?
I was shot out. I don't know where TT is. They're skybridging. Okay, meet back up front lines.
Brett, this thing's almost dug out. Do you want me to
Yeah,
staircase
just
it?
take my armor.
Start what?
Have armor, don't worry.
Stair.
Alright, so interesting start for both teams. You can see Dopamine kind of lost that middle front lines a little bit in the beginning. EM3 setting up his little arch tower so he can hold back the skybridge hopefully a little better. But Impact is advancing quite far with that skybridge, so it's going to start becoming to the point where Dopamine's going to start worrying about that. It's going to start looming overhead. They're going to be able to get some shots on Dopamine that you're not going to want them to let Impact get. Great play by J-Dragon Tamer getting behind. I mean, that's just an amazing play, really showing he's a really intelligent player and great PvPer. Checking out both defenses. Wow. Again, getting really excited about the defenses. Checking out both defenses. Looks like Diamond Axe digging a big pit in front of Dopamine's left wall, and then we have looks like it's going to be a crafting bench staircase of some sort on right wall for Dopamine. Teams are gonna want to have the front lines held down quite a bit in the beginning. You're not gonna want to let get early pushes because you want to let your defenses get really set up in this map. The back defense is really coming to a lot of play. There's gonna be a lot of players getting through. I believe these ground pushes are gonna be pretty effective, so these back defenses are really gonna have to do a good job of holding people off. I like this forward defense coming in from Impact on the left wall, and this back defense for for their left wall. Excuse me, left wall looks like it can use a lot of work, but for now it looks pretty darn good. Look at this huge push from coming in from Dopamine. Oh, great play by Troy to knocking 2 players off at 1. Looks like Jay is able to get across. He's gonna be Zerging across, but he's gonna get pinched in by like 4 or 5 members. 2 Dopamine guys knocked off, but their ability to rush over with like 5 guys, take that mid, and then continue pushing past that is a great play by them. The only problem is if they lose this fight, what it looks like they just did, it looks like Impact is just gonna be rushed back to this middle and take that middle island back. So while it was a good attempt by Dopamine to have that good early not early push, but good strong push with 5 or 6 members. Once you lose that fight and they didn't advance, they didn't hold that mid island. So maybe it would have been a better call to hold that, but I'm not sure. Again, as Curtain always says, it's easy for me to say that while I'm watching from third person perspective, but while you're in the game, it's like, okay guys, we just killed them, we got the middle island, let's keep going, we got this, you know. But here we go. X, the legit gamer X. Is it time? I believe it's time. Impact doing a great job advancing the Sky Bridge. Again, they have it over that middle island, which is going to make Dopamine's life a lot harder with taking and holding that middle island, because once they do, that Sky Bridge, Impact members are going to be up on that Sky Bridge shooting down on them, but Dopamine will also be able to pillar up from underneath and possibly use that as a method of taking that Sky Bridge back. And since if they're able to get control of that Sky Bridge from that middle island, again, it's such a forward Sky Bridge for them that already has a lot of progress, it's going to be much stronger for them to use than it is for Impact at the moment. Because as we saw and we've seen previously, this Archer Tower that EM3 seems to be camped out in can be very strong, can hold off that Sky Bridge for quite a while. But it looks like Dopamine taking back that middle island. Great team fight by them. 2 members, one guy still running around, knock people around. He'll get taken now, but here comes ePro to clean up. Oh, a little bit of lag there, and DocShock not able to hold it off. So good retake by ePro. And Trader just getting rid of some of that bridge there, so it's a little harder for Dopamine to get across. So it looks like if I were to take a guess, it looks like Dopamine's going to be doing a little less offensive and just trying to hold this a little bit so that their back defenses can get pretty evolved. I like this setup for this right defense. I like these crafting bench staircases. Most likely see those get watered at some point, and a bunch of buttons and levers, very common. Again, with the right defense, nothing too crazy yet, just digging out a little bit of a pit in the front. But they're really relying on these frontline guys to hold off the ground pushes. And it looks like Impact has decided not to advance their Sky Bridge any further. It looks like they're just holding it there. It'll be their front that they will use, and then kind of from there they'll branch off or maybe advance and use that. But again, same thing. They're using this time where Dopamine isn't really ground pushing and not advancing Sky Bridge or anything to get these defenses as set up as they can in preparation for that later game where they're going to need them. Because, like I said, those ground pushes are going to become very, very viable and probably very frequent. Excuse me. And of course, as you can see, this is a much bigger map than Race for Victory 1. So these front lines are important, but also when you rush across and maybe get a couple of ground pushes going, the respawn time for you to respawn, get another push, get it set up, and get it back over is much longer. Whereas in maps such as like Next Gen or Race for Victory 1, where you're back on front lines within seconds. Golden Dragon 1 is a much bigger map. Getting to those back defenses is a much further haul. So Sky Bridges require a lot more blocks. You're gonna have to get 120, 130 blocks of the Sky Bridge. Whereas with, oh wow, great team fight going on in the middle. Looks like Dopamine's going to come out on top. They have the numbers advantage right now, but Silpha doing a great job. Wow, alright, Jade Dragon Tamer and Shard are able to get him off. But great team fight, pretty even, but Dopamine able to hold control of that. So they pushed over to control that middle island, and hopefully they'll use it as kind of like a forward offense and maybe be able to hold back the Sky Bridge, maybe take it back, pillar from underneath. They can do a lot of things here as long as they can continue holding the island. But as you can see, a bunch of players just died, and they're only just now respawning, and they're just coming back. So quite a while, and they still have quite a ways to go to get back to those front lines. So once teams gain these positions, these forward positions, and look at this Jade running across, just trying to take that naked guy up. Do ya holding up really well. Whoa, Jade. DocShock and Jade coming in support. Jade getting taken up. DocShock taking out 1v2 of Silpha and PM Hayes, but Shahar and iCorpus coming in to help. Silpha taken out. Shahard also taken out by Silpha. iCorpus looks like he wanted to push ahead, but getting bow span back. Corpus gonna be pushing up, but he's gonna probably most likely be taken out by by Troyer there. It's hard to read names. So great offensive push. Ooh, I-Corpus shot by Trader, so good job. So, good play by Dopamine, but Impact wisely members up on the Sky Bridge, and it looks like they're setting up for the long haul. They got chest set up so they can drop armor and other supplies. But as of right now, look at this. You got a big 5-man push coming in from Impact. Only sending 1 member across, and then 4 will follow through. So he's going to initiate that fight, and then we're going to have 4 more guys from Impact coming through to see if they can win this fight. Looks like Dopamine able to hold, but oh no, Impact taking it back, really overwhelming those Dopamine guys, knocking a couple people off, getting the kills. Thoughtful Turtle even getting shot by Hold, so great shot by them. And Impact's going to even continue. They're not going to stop there. They're going to continue on to Dopamine's front lines. Riley getting across. Ooh, getting shot at. Careful, man. But Troyer getting chased by Dr. Shock. Dr. Shock being naked, and Troyer just goes right off the world. So good attempt by Impact, and Riley's still hanging out here. He's getting taken out. Okay, but good again. Good on Impact because they had that huge push. They retook that island and continued, but they also have several members here on the middle island holding it, so they didn't lose any strategic position. They still have this forward position that they can use, and that will be able to hold Dopamine back. So. Good play by Impact, good call, and thank you, Mexi, hello. And great play coming in from Impact. These defenses getting a little more involved, getting a little more set up, so both teams getting prepared for that late game. 10 minutes have already passed, so thank you everyone for all the messages. EM3 still just doing this job. Looks like, okay, so Impact going to be doing the age-old strategy of piston bridging, so trying to advance that Sky Bridge as far as they can. Looks like you get like was it 12 blocks out? And then, Wolfman, we got the semifinals for Guardians of the Wool between Dopamine and Impact coming in. They're playing on Golden Drought 3. I like this. This is a cool method of piston bridging. It's very neat. This is an awesome strategy where they're using the redstone block to power the piston, so they're actually getting double the length of normal. So instead of only going 12 blocks, they'll be able to get 24. I believe 12 is the limit of pistons. So a great job by them. That's going to enable them to extend their Sky Bridge much further than if they did previously, and they can do it infinitely from behind cover. So great strategy coming in from Impact. I really like that. That is really neat, and it's cool to see them implementing that kind of idea. That's honestly a very smart, very cool play by them. So unless Dopamine does something about that quick, that bridge just gonna keep on going. Bunch of messages. I guess I should disable private messages for later. Yeah, I'm sure this is a tactic that has been used by other teams before, but it is neat to see, especially in this semifinal setting. I mean, Impact can just sit here and they're using the tools the map has given them, so it's really cool to see them using that. Dopamine trying to counter this by having the guy up here breaking it as it comes, but Impact will be wise just to keep on pressing that pressure plate, just keep on going, keep on going. I don't think anyone would be able to keep up with that kind of bridge expansion. Chest or a furnace is a great idea, Frax. I'm not sure if they'll think of that. Again, third person we're watching, it's great for us to think of that, but for them in game to think of that, it's going to have to be a really smart play coming in from them. Looks like Thoughtful Turtle's just trying to be breaking away at those pistons and redstone blocks for right now. But that Sky Bridge really become a dominant force for Impact, and it's really advancing quite far. It's going to start scaring Dopamine a little bit. Not in the sense that they're going to be scared, but in the sense that they just have to start worrying about that because it's advancing relatively far. I like this big pit setup. And again, this is one of... So let me go over this real quick. The back defenses for this right wall, you can actually tunnel all the way to the wall. The bedrock walls let's see if I can get through. Come on. They're all the way here, and on this side, right behind here, it's bedrock right behind that block, so you can tunnel and you can zigzag. It's a zigzag pattern all the way to the war room. So having defenses like this set up allows you to see top players who are going to be tunneling but it'll also, setups like this will most likely stop players from tunneling as well. What's up, booty? Dopamine trying their best to halt the Sky Bridge, but Impact just keep on chugging. Let's check out Impact's defenses. Whoa, hello. A bunch of levers, pressure plates, fences. It's going to be real annoying, real pain to get over unless it's Sky Bridge over. But something like this kind of setup, it's going to be very difficult. Doesn't look like they have any defenses against this tunneling. I think they're just going for, we'll stop them here and not let them get in. Otherwise, they can just tunnel right to the wall. And this defense, nothing too advanced. I like this water staircase. This will allow players or a defender to kind of sit up in this area and shoot down players that are trying to get in. Beijing has been knocked out of the tournament, Sockfin. Right now, the only people playing are Dopamine and Impact, and Game Mode 1 versus Long Glove. So Impact, look at the setup. They are maybe at the 50%, if not like 60% mark in the map, where they're pushed forward quite a bit. Their front lines are very far forward, and they'll most likely be able to do a lot from here. They could set up a lot of decent ground pushes, but Dopamine just needs to be careful. They don't let them get it too far. If they start extending onto these side islands, if they start extending onto these side islands, it takes a second fall. God damn. If they start extending onto these side islands, they can use those for the side pushes, and you have to be careful. Dopamine could do the same and start pinching on Impact on the center island. So both teams might want to start thinking about that. Dopamine getting a huge team push in, trying to take over this middle bridge, see who's going to come out on top. A couple members of Impact getting knocked off. J Dragon Tamer flying off the edge. Some members of Impact dropping off the sky bridge to come help, but it looks like Dopamine will be coming out on top. Charter getting cornered and taking out Dr. Shock. So great job by him. And PM Hayes and Charter able to hold that mid island by themselves. But here comes Jade, Thoughtful Soldier back into the fight, try to take him out, but 1v2 not going to happen in this case. So great hold by Impact, having those members drop down from the sky bridge to help with that fight because they saw they might be losing. So good call by them and great hold for Impact. So that's going to set Dopamine back, and again, it's going to take them a little bit before they can respawn and get back to those front lines. It looks like Idiots on the Mac was on their side, but Dopamine knew he was there. One member of Impact rushed across here. Not sure if he's seen Troiter running across. It does look like he has been spotted by Thoughtful Turtle. Hopefully he'll be getting with the combo. Thoughtful Turtle, hopefully be able to take him out. He's going to get support from Shahard here. And Troiter able to take him out. Maybe we'll see him rush across, be the first person to reach one of the back defenders for either side. And this also is an important note. This sets Troiter's kill proximity very, very close to the war room. So Impact right now in the lead with that kill proximity, where Dopamine hasn't gotten around to their side yet. They've only been fighting in that front lines. So good job on Troiter, good play on Troiter's part. Oh, and it looks like Impact has extended their sky bridge all the way to the EM's Archer Tower, so they are able to take control of that, and that is a huge deal because that's the only thing Dopamine were using to halt that sky bridge. And now we see plenty of Impact members rushing over, and we're going to see Dopamine zerging out of their spawn, trying to take care of it. Ipsilfa doing a great job at spawn killing, keeping those players back. Grizzly here, Jade here, take out Ipsilfa, try to stop him from getting into that wall. Anyone on the opposite side, now it looks like that defense is set up well enough, but Impact just run around on Dopamine's side, really taking control. It's going to be really difficult for Dopamine to fight back from this position. Hopefully, Dopamine might want to think about getting on some of the side islands, come up from behind. Might be interesting. We see how Dopamine reacts to this kind of play, because Impact, as it stands right now, is in a very strong position, and we can see them starting to extend the sky bridge towards the wolves. It's going to be very tough for Dopamine to fight back, but it is possible. And here we got Shorter trying to do something a little sneaky here. Hopefully he's trying to see if he won't get noticed. Shahard looking for tunnelers. Doesn't look like anyone got in tunnel on here, but good play by him looking for it. Now Dopamine's going to be kind of on their heels, you know, sitting back a little bit, trying to stop this huge push from Impact. We have two members up on this forward island, so hopefully they'll be able to, maybe they'll get over, push up, get behind, and maybe stop this. But interesting, great play from Impact, really strong offensive play, able to take control of that, and it looks like they're holding it right now. It's been really tough for Dopamine to fight back from this position. But again, Dopamine do have some very advanced back defenses. These back defenses are going to come into are really going to come into play soon when Impact starts getting several members over, doing 3-4 man pushes together at the same time. We have 2 members defending left wall, and 1 member, I believe that's King Horus, defending right wall by himself. I dropped my carpet. So let's see. We do have EM here underneath the arch tower that Impact is taking control of, and he seems to be holding down pretty darn well. Rico, this is being played on a private server, but you can play on public server. Yeah, us.oc.tc. Thank you everyone that posted. Thank you Pigman and Floppy. You can play some public games on us.oc.tc, but this is being hosted on a private server since this is a tournament match. Looks like Dopamine has been able to move forward on these sidelines, just like I said. So hopefully they'll be able to use this to get control back a little bit. They're pushing over, trying to get back to this mid island. They got a couple members coming over. Impact doing their best to hold it down, but they have 3 members of Dopamine coming in to take them out. And it's just PM Hayes here trying to hold it against a 4v1. Not going to happen. Another guy from Impact dropping down from the sky bridge immediately got knocked out. So maybe Dopamine, this will be their initial push to stop this advancement from Impact. They'll be able to get back up onto this Archer tower and take it back. There's only 1 member here holding it down. Not sure if they're aware, but they might just forget about him because they need to start getting out. They need to start getting forward. And look at this. They need to get this kill proximity, which I believe they just did. That's going to be really hugely important. So look at that. Dopamine actually taking the lead with a 69.6 kill proximity to Impact 71.8 per kill proximity. So great play by Dopamine, really recognizing the fact that that kill proximity is really important. And if it comes down to that, they're gonna need that. So great play by them, and that just shows the knowledge that each teams have about the proximity and how it works. So now Dopamine should now recognize that they are now in the lead. It might be very close, and it might be difficult to tell, but that is a great play for them. And now it's back to a proximity fight, and it looks like Dopamine has been able to get back into their position up in this arch tower. Hopefully they'll be able to hold it a little better than last time. Not sure what happened, but we have 3 members up here trying to hold it down. So good job, but Impact already back up on the sky bridge, and several members up on this middle island. You know, Dopamine rushed across, lost a couple members, and they weren't able to hold that middle island anymore, but they were able to get that kill proximity into their favor. So if that's the end of people getting over, which I don't believe it is, since there is still 23 minutes left. But again, they do know they're in a much better position now. They have 5 members up here, and let's go check out their mumble room and see how they're faring.
Yeah, someone should be nearby.
Yeah. I am. You're going. Guys, we should go now. Go. Even push, like, we have tons of time. Should win earlier, to be honest.
Riley is stalling me. Watch out.
Can you
Are you
handle
guys,
Troy
are you
is
guys
my pit.
hearing? Are you guys hearing?
He's gonna try to
Why are you
block
still
him
back
now.
there, Jay?
Someone
Jay.
should stay back on Skybridge.
I need
and
someone
hold
in my pit
Well, now it's
right
too
now.
late, Jay. Just stay.
There's 2
someone
people in my
stay.
pit. I need
Someone
help.
hit-
I need
Help,
help.
go left,
I
go
need
left,
help.
go left. Baffle, just
Help
go
him
left.
left.
Baffle.
We lost Skybridge.
Yeah, like, for some reason people stayed back.
Daka,
What?
if you guys do end up getting someone on their side, none of the really good defenders are on, so
He's
you
right
guys might
there,
have a
he's right
chance.
The point is, like, we can't even get there because they just kill.
We handle the people in the pit.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't be that aggressive on Skybridge anymore. We'll have to be more conservative.
Itself
You
on the right
pushed by
side.
yourself, that was the problem.
Watch, try not to die here.
Someone went after me.
That'd be bad. Oh god.
We
So
can't have
far.
everyone
Someone's
die, just
right.
a few people at a time.
He's
Oh
up.
god. I really don't want to die right now. Actually, if it's just a bow, it doesn't matter.
Let's do the same thing. Push to the center, and we'll take Skybridge from behind.
Thoughtful, I'm gonna need some cleanup crew here. Here's a Nax.
They're pushing Skybridge. Shoot at Skybridge, guys.
I threw one. It's on the
Usually,
wood.
that's your job. Like, you're meant to hold back still. Try and hit them when they're running across the 1 by 1, not
Yeah.
when they get dead.
They're bridging out.
They have like 8 front lines.
Yeah, their entire team's front lines are like forward.
Do we have any pushes going?
Not really can't. Like, the problem, like, right now, main thing is maybe we should send one
Who's coming
person.
left?
Riley coming on left side.
We need to send one person on tunneling, and if they can just get like
2 people
like,
coming on
high.
left side.
There's a guy
Thoughtful,
under.
you're about to encounter 2 people.
Brett, there's a guy under our right side. I just heard him eat.
Riley tunnel down. 2 more on my
guy at front line.
Doing on left.
Up and left, guys. Left.
Do we get him left?
Can I get some information?
Hit him.
I got it. He's dead.
Okay, thank you.
One person should be
Suicide
tunneling
Jade.
at the point, because right now we're just like nothing's happening with this.
Try to get under Skybridge and tower up to it. Don't just shoot at them. They'll be forced to shoot at you that way.
I'm pretty sure they're winning by proximity.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah, they are.
The main problem is like we had 4 defenders, so like they had.
Alright, so right there. Yeah, Impact just got a kill in that pit, so their proximity to the line wall is now 31 blocks, which is a massive lead over Dopamine's 69. And that's a great job getting the kill in that pit, knocking that, I believe, Thoughtful Turtle out of the world. Yeah, so great job by them, and they are now very much in the lead, and they're still in this dominant position front line, so it doesn't look like they'll be letting up at all. Even with that strong lead with kill proximity, it doesn't look like they'll be letting up that offense. They're really holding it, and Dopamine really struggling to get back any control over this front, because they have Impact. I mean, they have 8 members here on front lines really holding it down, and only 1 member at each wall. So good job in Impact really having this strong front line, but if anyone managed to slip by, you know, that back defense really needs to be strong to hold them back. Jade Dragon Tamer going in for the kill. Good job being able to take out the holds, but still, they're still kind of, you know, on their heels a little bit. They got, you know, Impact's really expanding the Skybridge, but who is this? This is the EM3 really doing, wow, getting up there, taking one out. Gonna be starting to fight with the other one, Troiter, but there are 2 more members of Impact here. He's gonna have to take out Eats on the Mac and Diduya. Don't think EM3 can take that many hits, but he does have a ladder up, so now Dopamine, 2 members of Dopamine will be able to get back up here, be like Jade and Dr. Shock, but Impact is prepared for this. They know it's coming, and I think they'll be able to deal with it. Impact just sending tons of people up on the Skybridge, really being able to hold it. Looks like they're just sending everyone up to the Skybridge. They're gonna have just like 8 members up on that Skybridge relatively soon. PM Hayes, PM Hayes getting knocked out. Spliced and Dopamine. We have Jade up here trying to take out 2 members, but he's getting 2v1. He's gonna get knocked out pretty damn quick. But we have Doctor and EM3 back up here. Doctor being naked, but EM3 might be able to take a couple hits, not against 4 players, but Dopamine doing a great play here. Sending looks like Thoughtful over on right side. If he's not spotted, this could be an interesting play. Looks like Impact won that fight on Skybridge, but let's go check out how Thoughtful's doing. As long as he's not spotted, it's gonna be very interesting. But it does look like he has not been spotted. He has been spotted. Okay, so but if PM Hayes didn't see him there, that could have been a huge play from Thoughtful. So good try by him. But again, Guardians of the Skybridge coming back in. Ooh, but Ben here looks like he's back in control of this Archer Tower. So good play by him. Impact is down a player. Looks like someone DC'd. Hopefully they'll be able to get them back relatively soon. It's always bad. It's always tough to see teams play a man down. But these defenses for Impact looking really strong. It's gonna be tough for Dopamine to get past, even with a strong push. But we shall see. Now let's. Impact did say no streamers in Impact's room. Ooh, good hold in the mid island from Impact. Really taking control. Dopamine able to take back this Archer Tower, but Impact has several members up on this front island, so they might be able to use that to keep control. I mean, Dopamine, while they do have the Archer Tower, Impact does still have control of this front, kind of like the front lines of the map. They're pushed forward very far, so Impact's still in a much stronger position. And it looks like PM Hayes rushing over across here from spawn blocking. I just mixed up all the words. So maybe this would be a much further kill proximity. They do have a very close kill proximity for Lime, but this might be a close kill proximity for Green as well. So a good play coming in from PM Hayes. Dr. Shock able to take him out though. Impact still have many members. Say that 5 times fast. Many members up on the Sky Bridge. It's still using it, and Dopamine hasn't been able to take them out. They Impact's been able to hold that for quite a while. So good play by Impact, and as of right now, Impact and Dopamine both know that Impact is in the lead with that kill proximity. I believe Impact is aware, and Dopamine is definitely aware. They heard them talking about that, in their mumble room. So right now, Impact is in a strong position, and they just, where they're at right now, as long as they can hold Dopamine where they're at, this will be Impact's game to win, especially with only 14 minutes left. Dopamine's going to have to do something pretty special here. While Dopamine is capable of it, it is going to require a lot. Now, this is Shahar. Don't believe he's been spotted. I mean, this could be a fun play by him. Actually, one of the members on the Sky Bridge, and that's why the Sky Bridge is so powerful. You have such a great vantage point. Over the whole match. It's tough for players like Shahard there to be able to do those sneaky plays that maybe underbridging or just getting lucky and not being spotted, which is tough. It's not easy, especially with that. The Sky Bridge isn't as high as it could be, only because the height limit for this map has been lowered. But Shahard getting taken out there. I mean, you see the communication coming in from Impact saying, "Hey, we saw that guy run right side, or left side for them, and then we're gonna send a player to go take him out." So good job on their part. Still holding down that front line. Dopamine really struggling to gain any more dominance on this map. While they are holding very well, they are technically, losing. If the match ended now, they would lose. So it needs to be. Whereas in previous tournaments without proximity, this would just be a stalemate. Not a stalemate, but if the match were to end, since there are no touches, it would end in a tie. Even though Impact may have been in a much more dominant position throughout the whole game. So this is where proximity really comes into play, and teams really need to be aware of it. You saw Dopamine do that strong push and get a kill outside the spawn, but then Impact did such an equally strong push where they took over this Archer Tower, bridged over towards the wall, jumped down, and actually got a kill in the pit of one of the walls. So they have a great proximity lead on Dopamine as it stands, and Dopamine's really gonna have to struggle to get out of this hole they've dug themselves. It seems. Strong ground push coming in from Impact. Looks like, wow, Idiots on the Mac run just straight past Officer, right over him. Good jukes by him. Ooh, getting shot out, getting knocked around. Officer trying to take on a 2v1, but not going to happen. Silpha and Idiots on the Mac able to hold their own. Going to be rushing towards the wall, looks like. But 3 members of Dopamine come up behind them, and we have King Oros, I believe. Yeah, King Oros holding down the wall. But we have one member, it looks like Silpha got into the pit, but he most likely be taken out. But again, another kill in this pit could be huge if he gets a little bit closer. And it looks like Impact did a strong push to take back this Archer Tower. And ooh, it looks like J-Dragon Hammer and Thought are both, and a huge hold by Dopamine. So great hold by Dopamine, good try by Impact. They managed to get down to a 1v1 at one point, but then Dopamine respawned, camped to support their teammate, and did a really good job of holding. And then again, we have Shahard here pushing over. This is a perfect time for him to push because Impact doesn't have any members on Skybridge to see him running across. So if he's able to get across and be a little sneaky, this could be very important. This is where one player can make a huge difference on the impact of a game. Even if you were able to get up and destroy this bridge, but ooh, PM Hayes flanking a little bit and taking them out. Good play by PM there. But here's where Dopamine, I believe they need to just stand here. They need to get a dominant position. They keep doing these retakes and then losing it immediately. It looks like they have realized this and they decided that they're going to need to do this. But Duda and Idiots on the Mac looks like doing a great job. Coming up, they have Impact, got 3 guys up here taking people out. ePro still fighting, but Dopamine able to hold it. But they need to block up that ladder relatively soon. Dr. Shock rushed across onto the side. And ooh, Silpha and the Jukes and PM Hayes running around. Doctor needs to get into that pit and get a kill relatively soon, and he needs to get much closer to the wall for that kill proximity to work, to launch him into the lead. But Dopamine again doing the right thing. It looks like trying to hold the Sky Bridge, really trying to be much more dominant and holding this front position. Hopefully, Impact will be able to recognize this and maybe set something up, maybe a ground push underneath. But Shahard again still trying to do these solo pushes, which again can be huge, and it looks like he might be underbridging. He'll gonna be doing something tricky, but Impact looks like they're gearing up to do a massive retake, or oh, it looks like they're running underneath, and one member even just running past, and hopefully he's spotted by Dopamine, or else these two players running underneath can be huge, because Dopamine has a lot of players invested into the Skybridge, so having 3 guys like this rush across into this middle island, taking out Dr. Shock, gonna take control of that middle island. Dopamine is, they might need to fall back from that Skybridge and lose a little bit of control, because Impact's got 3 guys running across, and they're just gonna run right over onto Dopamine's side, basically uncontested at this point. Here we see Dopamine sending a few people back to try to stop them, but it's gonna be very tough, especially with the position that they're in. They're coming up behind them, and Impact really just run past everyone. They got 2 people in the pit for left full. Dr. Shock needs to be careful he doesn't die in this pit, because then that'll be a much closer kill proximity, and there it is. So Impact has very close kill proximity for both Green and Lime Wool, and they're doing a great job of still holding the zone here, really holding it down, and making sure that Riley 999 can push his way forward into this defense. Here we have Omitting Bread here to hold it, and they know he's there, but it's gonna be tough. And Riley has this is a tough defense to bypass, but he's got an axe and he's putting it to use. So here, let's see how he can do and see how Omitting Bread does. And we can see great job by Impact. There, PM Hayes supporting his teammate that's trying to get in, but Riley is taken out. But great job by PM Hayes supporting his teammate by shooting Omitting Bread as he's trying to take out Riley 999. Really, it can be tough when you're getting shot at from a huge distance like that. It's tough to either know where you're getting shot from or try to counter it when you're trying to focus on the guy trying to get into your wall. So good job by PM Hayes, good coordination by Impact, great take and great retake of that Skybridge. And here we go, Impact expanding that Skybridge. EM3 is able to knock that guy out, but he's still alive right in front of that wall. But okay, good shot by Diamond Axe, able to take him out. Yeah, let's check out Dopamine Mumble. Good call. Let's see how they're holding up in this kind of uphill battle they're fighting.
Have they touched it or not?
No, they have not touched. There's a guy coming bird to right. He's going left.
He's going left. No, he's going up Skybridge.
There's not much we can do there.
He's not getting knocked back.
Yeah, that was what the fuck.
Damn, we had the ladder up Skybridge on the left. The ladder, I'm up here. Shoot. One fell down. There's only one up there right now. Get up the ladder.
I'm distracting him on the stairs. Someone go up the ladder.
They got a couple more coming.
Guys, make an organized group push together if you're gonna go on offense.
Yeah. Well, we can't.
Is there any way to is there a way to push besides Skybridge?
No, we need to take Skybridge right now.
The problem is
You should probably just push under Skybridge and then go straight to their
defense. Like,
if you can get proximity or even a touch, like their defense is not super.
I think they're
They
tunneling.
need to go on ground. They're always shooting us from the
Kind of
side.
stuff.
They're tunneling right side. And they know that I know that they're tunneling.
How are they still alive?
They're all under this ladder right now.
They're tunneling, Brad, just be careful.
I managed to block the water that was on the ladder. Okay, if we have 2 defenders, we have 8 otherwise. Let's send 3 to hold the people on Skybridge, and let's send the rest other 5, our original pushing 5, on the ground and try to get something towards a wall. Does that sound good?
Yep, you should definitely do that. Start doing it now.
Alright, who got replaced in original 5? It's a different player now.
Ben came in and Lifty came in. Oh god, they know him.
Okay,
think
Ben,
I-
Lifty.
I play Scorpus, I believe.
Oh, watch out, Fred.
Man,
He's
Alright.
like,
left side.
You guys are part of the original 5. Get ready to
I'm
do
like
a
at
ground
the
push.
I'm
You
at
gotta-
like I'm at the right wall right now. They're gonna start coming trying to kill me.
Yeah, try to get to him then.
We're on the left.
I can't shift. GG. What?
Who's
Something hurt.
Who's that leader of the 5?
I was, but fuck. I was so close. If I would've got that kill, GM.
Alright, get your 5 together and try to get a kill back there.
Yeah. We have to like somewhat go into the underground, guys,
It's
and
low.
like kind of tunnel around. Don't PvP along the way. We just get to the.
We only have 5 minutes. We don't have that time for tunneling.
No, like there's already tunnels made.
Oh, what?
Got everyone like Lifty, Ben, Jade, and Thoughtful. You guys need to armor up and get ready, okay? Get some golden axes. Get everything ready. Stop. We're gonna go try and go along the right. We're gonna try and get a kill in the pit, or get a kill, or get the wool, whatever it takes. Jade, you're the guy at right pit, Bread, right, and Dax.
Yeah, I see a guy back here.
He's dead. Is there another one, Bread, or no? There is?
Okay.
You
It's
think you
Riley,
can hold it,
Riley.
Bread? I can't do anything right now, Bread. I'm just getting shot into your thing. Are you okay, Bread?
No, I need help. There's 2. It's Riley.
Oh god, they're in the wall. Like, you said it was Riley, not 2.
Well, there's the one who died.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
fuck, he's in.
okay, we need to get a touch now.
Yeah. Dax, like, that's why you need to be sitting around there, Dax. Like, where'd you
I
go?
was, he was tunneling, I was looking for him.
Just be near your pit. Like, he has to go through the pit.
I can
There's
watch
no-
him.
There's like
I
no
can
need
tell you
to.
when he's
There's
leaving.
no need to look. Get rid of the ladders,
They
Bread.
haven't touched it yet. What's the deal?
Yeah, they touched it. It doesn't show it.
Why doesn't it show it?
Because we're not supposed to know what they
Oh,
have.
okay, we don't know.
Dax,
He's in
you
there.
should just be sitting in your pit, like, or like around your pit. Don't look for tunnelers. That's just dumb.
Lefty, I'm behind.
I think people
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
back on their side now.
Yeah, they're just gonna stalemate it out. Like, they got the touch.
I am muted. Thank you very much, guys. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I apologize about that. I was just talking about how great job on Riley99 for getting into that wall. Again, it's easy for us to criticize Bread for that play, but when you're in the moment and being the back defender, you get nervous. That guy's right in front of you. You think you can take him out. You really don't want him to get in, and you make some plays sometimes. May not have been the best play, but if it worked out, it would have been a great play. Dopamine, you saw, had a huge 5-man rush there. Unfortunately, Impact is such a strong bow team. They were able to hold him back and really pinch him down. And 1 minute left. It's like I was saying, it looks like this is Impact's team to win unless Impact slips up or Dopamine pulls something out of our ass, which is entirely possible knowing Dopamine, but Impact is in the position to win. They have the touch. Dopamine needs a touch and something to get out and some proximity out with the wool to make this a game worth interesting. Ooh, Ben again flanked from behind, but yeah, great job on Impact stopping that push. They did have like 6 members holding there, which is a smart play. And Dopamine rushing over. Yeah, this is the desperation move where they got 6 naked guys running across in the naked. with the 30 seconds left, yeah, it's tough to say. I think Brady getting taken out by Riley. That might be Riley advancing out with the wall a little bit, but at this point, it doesn't matter much, unfortunately. Yeah, Dopamine getting picked apart. They're all naked. They're not being able to do much, and so that should be GG with only 10 seconds remaining. Impact locking down that push, that final push from Dopamine, and that should be GG, and that will be Impact advancing into